the mold by being the best at something else. It doesn't have to be the same. It doesn't have to be the same thing that the parent does, but it has to expand the mold. Meaning, the only mold LeBron James knows how to be the most efficient as is basketball. For the mold to be expanded, the legacy to be expanded, it has to be something that he doesn't know about, and that's the opportunity the child has to prove himself. If Bronny James is focused on to get the status of respect from my father, I must end up being the same thing as my dad. I don't believe he'll get that empathy and respect from his dad unless he establishes himself in his own way to expand the success of his family.
Agreed.
To that point.
I get your point actually, but I'm still trying to tie your points to wanting extreme of these things we are talking about. When we, for instance, you discuss about people walking and then someone disappearing. Yes, I would probably be more interested in someone who did it differently, but it doesn't mean I don't respect the person who is able to walk, depending on how difficult it is.
But that's what I was saying.
So that is the point. Let's say people want to run a marathon. 40 people run a marathon, and then one person finishes it in world record time. Yes, everyone would know the person who is able to finish it in world record time, and not everybody would be able to finish it in world record time. But it doesn't mean the other 40 people who are able to finish it don't get respected.
But the person that finished first has an opportunity.
So the point is, the very important point is, in this world, we all cannot be exceptional. There would always be some people who are extremely exceptional. There will be some people who are able to break out of the mold. There will be some people who are able to create new things. No, everybody cannot create new things.
I actually respectfully disagree, but fair enough.
Yeah, so that is the problem. This idea is what everybody has been discussing about in the US currently. When you go to black schools and you ask kids what they want to do, they mention things that is out of the world. Like, I want to be this, like I want to be this athlete, I want to be this musician. Things that require extraordinary capabilities, right? So the issue is, when you take these routes in your life, the probability that you're going to succeed and be like these people that are able to do it is really, really low. And not everybody have the mental capability to reach that level.
But they are still operating within the mold. That's why they are still aiming to be the best basketball star or rapping star. That's still the mold, because that's still what's expected for those black kids. Expanding the mold is thinking, I can be the best black plumber, and now even black barbers, the ones that are now cutting hairs for celebrity artists and traveling all the world. You get what I'm saying? Expanding the mold is doing something outside of the box. It doesn't necessarily mean overcoming your dad. Even if I don't end up being as successful as my dad, the fact that I added something to the legacy, I did something outside to bring more value into the general legacy, earns me that empathy and respect, versus replicating the mold. Because replicating the mold, just, if going back to the analogy of walking across the
A to B,
if that was the expectation, if I said all of you walk from A to B, everybody that walks from A to B, I won't be impressed. It's when the person that disappears and comes, like, oh, that's something interesting. Yes. However, if the analogy was get from point A to point B, one person walked, one person teleported. Obviously, I'm more impressed with the person that teleported, but I'll still be impressed with the person that walked, because I wasn't clear, I wasn't specific. My point is, if there's a specific mode and you stay within that mode, you wouldn't end up getting that empathy and respect for the parents. You have to expand the mode and do something outside of that to add to the legacy to earn that empathy and respect.
But I do think everybody can be exceptional in their own way. Depends on how we define exceptional. Like, I can be exceptional not by solving world hunger. I can just be exceptional at creating a vibe in a room. To me, that's still exceptional. But if you're not guided to be able to explore that part in you, I feel like that's lost in the world. So everybody has that one thing that stands out that nobody else can get. It's just like your finger. This thing. There's an analogy in my tribe, or in my tribe, gone right. They say everybody is like a finger. It's like a hand. What do you call this? Hand
fingerprints, like
finger scarifications.
Yeah, they said every human being is like that. You can never get the same thing. It doesn't matter how similar it is. It's just not the same. So I mean, like, to me, I feel everybody has an edge, but then it just depends on the culture and the individual that's responsible for guiding those people to become adults. And if we do it from a way of, okay, everybody needs to go to an office and everybody wears a suit and tie, to me, I feel like that's slightly unintelligent. Having the ability to know we can do better than that. That's where I'm coming from.
It's just expanding the mode, and you can expand the mode in whatever fashion. It doesn't have to be as extreme as someone else.
Yeah, you don't have to.
As long as it's expanding the mode. If I had $1 billion company, and my son added an extra layer, even if it's not another $1 billion company, but he made 500 million, but it's another market I couldn't tap into.